I can't see how my thumbs will show up.
Oh, I gotta put the microphone. What up, YouTube? It's your boy, your man's, your guy, and I'm here today with something dope. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with my hands on the hand cam. My bad. I'm gonna set my microphone right here. Today, I got my hands on the SD Double O Gundam. Hold on, can y'all see it? I got my hands on the SD Double O Gundam model kit. This is my first model kit on this page. So generally, what I like to do is we're gonna crack it open here, or at least start getting the seal stuff open. So generally, the goal for this channel is do some unboxings and stuff like that. Make some model kits here and there. Get some stuff from like Warhammer. I forgot to cut the other side. Hold on. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna move my microphone here. If I can get it open up. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah. We're gonna put the box right there. All right, for those of you all who aren't familiar with Gunpla and like how this works, um, just about every model kit that got everything organized in the packaging. Like I said, my channel is for people that's kind of like, getting into the hobby, been a fan of Gundam. There we go. Now y'all can see my hands. I'm ashy. Ashy hands. But this is for more of the people that's new to the hobby, trying to figure out where to start at. Kind of like get into the groove of like making model kits, and I've been doing this for like a little while here and there. I've always collected model kits. All right, so the Double O SD Gundam model kit, which is pretty dope. Now, I'm a fan of SD Gundam. Of course, I used to watch the Toonami show. Of course, being a '90s baby and a millennial, grew up on Gundam Wing. Hold on, my game's doing something in the background. Grew up on Gundam Wing, obviously. Um, so I got my favorites. Obviously, Wing Zero, uh, G Gundam. That one is cool. God Gundam is my favorite. Devil Gundam, he's pretty cool. Sandrock, Gundam Double X. Was it just Gundam X? This is Double X. Um, my goodness, freaking heavy arms, like a lot of Gundams I like. So here's all the stuff that comes with the box. So we got our kit stuff here, our Gunpla. Gunpla is I think abbreviation for Gundam Play. My bad, Tekka. Yeah, I'll see ya, boy. Eat. Face reveal. All right, so the box comes with normal pieces. You got your stickers in there. Let's crack it open right quick. Give you a little idea of what we got going here. Okay, we got 2 trays. I'm gonna move this right here. We got our 2 trays. We got our stickers. Can y'all see? I got on headphones, so my bad if I sound like extra loud. That's the feet and the other parts. That's the blue part. Alright. It also has a little booklet with instructions on how to put the kit together. Each Gundam kit comes with a kit like this, and like SD, I always recommend SD for people that just started out, because they're the easiest models to put together, but still have that complexity of some of the other Gunpla models. But since the requirements for parts is like not as high, these are actually a good start. I also recommend some plier thingies. I didn't get those, but the great thing about Bandai and Bandai, I'm one of those guys. The great thing about Bandai and Gunpla is a lot of the parts that's in the brackets you can kind of just snap off. I think. Yeah, see, you can kind of just snap off. Oop, if I don't lose my pieces, that is. So you don't need the pliers, but it will help to have them later on. So there's the instructions, clear. It's in Japanese, but it's straight from Japan, so you know how this goes. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. All right, so let's get to the building part. We'll put the instruction back in. So that everybody's clear. Instructions, sticker, That's Clegane, if y'all didn't know, or Gang Fable. You see that gang? He's an ensign holder, so that's what the burn horse is. But hold on, it's a Clefairy and a Gengar. You can't see the full details, but yeah, enough time wasting nonsense. All right, so we got our stickers here. We're gonna leave those there. Got our box here for promotional reasons. We're gonna leave that right there. So y'all already know what's going on. All right, so we're gonna take our pieces out here. Like I said, I can do the whole video with the gunpla. Hold on, I need something underneath so you can see what's going on. Cause I got a white game mat / yeah, I play BattleTech too. Yeah, I like giant robots. What's your anime niche genre kind of thing going on? You know, me personally, I grew up on mecha anime, ninja, all that stuff. Fun fact about me: my dad was a comic book artist or aspiring comic book artist, and he used to draw caricatures for people at that was his job at Opryland. For those of you who are really old and know what Opryland is, that's like, because I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm in Kentucky right now. I'm originally from Nashville, Tennessee. So, that's home to country music. And Dolly Parton, Hootie and the Blowfish, Darius Rucker, etc., etc. And my dad was actually a caricature artist at the when it was still a theme park. As I was saying, those of you who are old would know. I don't know if I don't think it's operational no more. But yeah, he used to do that. And my granny and my uncle at the time, or granddad, granddad at the time, they invested in my pops so that he can get a shot at DC Comics or Marvel Comics. So they bought him he got the thing sent from, I think it was either Marvel or DC. Oh yeah, see, I'm always a fan of like little aesthetic stuff. Y'all can't see it because of the light, but it's got the tags and the serials and all of that. I like stuff like that. All right, so now I've been doing this for a while, so some pieces I don't really need the manual, but I would recommend, actually, you know what, to make good practices. Let's get that out, because I'm gonna definitely need it on some of my references. Oops, if I don't rip the box. Y'all seeing me struggle to open things. I'm an excellent unboxer. With no clue what he's doing. Alright, so, yeah, dad was a comic book artist. Mom was kind of like, stereotypical mom, but like she married a weirdo guy, so, mom wasn't really all that normal herself. She was more into like cooking and holistic stuff. But anyway, that's a little bit of lore about me. So, having a dad that was a comic book artist, like actively like pursuing this stuff, I got exposed to a lot of things. He was like the first otaku I ever met. Like the first nerd. It was my pops. So like a lot of the animes and stuff that I got hip to, was through him. And my mom, being a good mom, hey, I want that, buy it for me and stuff. But because of father getting me into anime via his connection to the comic book world, the main type of anime I really latched to, oh yeah, that's gonna be great, was giant robos and mecha. So, of course, Gundam, Full Metal Panic, but the ones I really watched a lot, SD Gundam, Gundam Wing, G Gundam, because my pops was an old school anime head. I'm talking about like he was during the days where he'll go to a guy to get the tape VHS because he knew a guy or whatever. He was one of those dudes. You had to have a connection, or he'll go to FYE. For those of you who are even more old and know what FYE is, FYE, yeah, that's where like that was the definitive music pop culture store you went to if you wanted to get anything in that realm. But hold on, y'all, my internet's supposed to be off, but yet it's on somehow. Okay, but so Gundam, start came from, like I said, my influence was my pops and anime. All right, so a little bit of background about me. We got the pieces out. We're gonna remove this because now we're gonna get to the fun part. Oh, if you guys haven't yet, pick up this game, BattleTech. It's literally Gundam assembled, but like it's been out since like the 80s. I remember like whenever I go to a game store, FYE, comic store, especially comic book stores, BattleTech was always around. They have it's way cheaper to get into than I was about to say God of War, than freaking Warhammer, because a starter box is like 50, but like you can buy like a 6-pack of like mechs, different stats, cards, and all of that for like $20. It's a very inexpensive war game to get into. I would highly recommend anybody that's like thinking about getting into war games but kind of want to start off slow with somewhat an easy system to understand. This is where it's at. Mostly all of my Gundam heads, I would highly recommend it, even if it's just for the models. It kind of reminds you of like Armor Core and a little bit of well, BattleTech's been around so long it references itself. All right, so let's get to the construction part. Ooh, they got the RX-78 right there. I was gonna get that one, but I'm gonna get a couple of units, get a fleet going, and then get some accessories and stuff. So I was gonna try to do as much of it without the instructions as I can. That's my own little personal challenge when I do this. So bear with me, y'all. If y'all see me doing some stuff and it's hella wrong. Alright, so trying to do it without the instructions, that's already failed. So we're going to get our face parts first. Our face parts to put our face on, if I can find a face. Uh-oh. Okay, boom. So I think that part of the instructions is for stickers. Right, where's the eyepiece? I gotta find that. That part I need. That's a very important part to this whole thing. But I can't find it. I should have looked at to see what everything was beforehand. Yeah, okay, there's the skirt, but where is the eye visor? There's the crown. Wait. Am I missing a piece? Oh. Y'all, look, I'm sorry, man. I'm trying my hardest, okay? I'm trying. Oh, wait. Each episode, I'm going to try to sign this mug. Alright. Super. I'll spell supper. Supper time. How about that? We're going to improvise. Y'all can't see it like the white. I'm going to get a new border thing. But just kind of just, just shut up and deal with it. So we got to get the J's out. We got to get the Jordans. I can't believe I forgot a whole completely different part that I needed. And I forgot the joints. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what we talking about. That beautiful. Oh, another thing I recommend, if you're going to get into Gunpla, eventually at one point, you're kind of gonna want to get into like the main aspect of Gunpla. And that's full-blown customizations. Save these. These little pings and stuff here can be used to like create joints and things like that, or like parts that you would need. So anybody that does modeling or any kind of kit for kit bashing, save these. My Warhammer ones, I wish I had saved, but shout outs to King T'Challa. Yeah, it's 3D print. I'm still trying to learn 3D print, y'all. This was 3D printed. Probably like the only successful thing I ever 3D printed, but even then, the tongue got messed up. Look, it's even got the wings. Yeah, bro. This is probably like my proudest. This is my proxy figure. So it's also a Chaos Lord, but also Tiamat, but also everything else. All right, let's get these joints out though. Remember, always save your brackets because you never know. You will never know when you're gonna need them. And make sure, like I said, I've been doing this for a while, so I'm kind of familiar with like Bandai and Gunpla and how the whole thing works. But I highly recommend you use your instructions. Like that's a very important part. And then after a while, like I said, when you start doing like master grade, high grades, etc., it'll get a little easier, but those are a little bit more challenging also though. So you want the basics of like building. Well, and why I like Gunpla is it takes away the pressure that usually comes with like building like a big model. Like a lot of the pieces are snapped together as you can see. So face, no face, no case. And then we are going to take the face. I don't think we got stickers, so we're gonna apply the face mask to the face. The face mask to the face, and it's also the eyeballs. Oh, you don't need no glue or nothing. Like I said, it's all snap. There we go. And sometimes you might have to, yeah, pull a little bit of elbow grease and get things rolling. Um, Am I missing some potrons or is it stickers also? Now the instructions I have on there for you to put the stickers simultaneously while putting it together, but this is for a YouTube video. We ain't got time for that. So we're gonna figure out how to get this head on here. Oh, there we go. White was probably like not a good color to use, but it'll come together. You all see. Promise. Alright. Boom. Make sure all your stuff connects good too. That's the important part. Boom. Bang. Gundam. It's a Gundam. Let's go ahead. Like I said, they want me to do the stickers, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the crest on next. It's a crest. Crust. Gotta put the crust on. Boom. The crust. Like I said, we're not worried about the stickers right now, and this is a relatively easy gunpla to start off with. Like I said, I said it 1,000 times, but it's just I want to put emphasis on there. Please start off with gunpla. Make it easier on yourself. You see how I'm kind of struggling a little bit, and be gentle with your pieces. I'm rough, but like I said, I'm kind of familiar with their plastic, PLA, and all that jazz. I've been doing this for a little piece. Let's make this a little bit more presentable. Okay. And only because of the nature of my job, I'm an assembler at my job, so I put I make those cleaning machine thingies. Not gonna tell y'all the name of my job, but so a little tip I'll give you guys, and this is like I said for new people. If you've been doing this, don't worry about that part. But a recommendation I have is organize your parts out first, obviously, but like categorize your parts first. And then, like I said, some of the whites, the parts you can't see. Put your big pieces together in an order that you can just like find them quickly. Because having it all over the place, like just like I said, the nature of my job, it's just easy to have all your pieces like very close to each other. That's like kind of similar. You don't have to color coordinate. Because like I said, it's all sticker based and stuff. But organize your pieces, y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Alright. Alright. So now we're about to begin the next half of this. Alright. We're gonna put the torso together. Torso. Do we need stickers? No, we don't. Let me double check and make sure though, because they'll try to have you do some stickers when you don't need it. And I'm gonna just put it right here so I can see. I think that's all sticker. Yeah. Okay, so we gotta put our back, wherever these are, on there, in the back part, and we just connect that in there. But let me make sure I got it on the right. You know what I'm saying? The right parts pointed out, because like I said, little stuff like that will mess you up. And nothing's worse than having to go back. Oh, yeah, there we go. I like the ball joints because it gives you better articulation, especially with posing and stuff, depending on what grade of the model you get. But, like, another reason why I like Gunpla is that those ball joints is on all grades. And it's like that same quality still. So we're going to apply the back to the back. Put the back on the back. Back it up. Make sure I ain't missing no piece. Okay. Oh wait, was I supposed to do the head and that at the same time? Yeah. Hold on, y'all. See what I mean? Backtracking is the most annoying thing you can do when building your gunpla. Alright. Okay, so we need two gourds then. Right? I need. Oh man, see, sometimes I be feeling like I'm missing pieces. It said combine, so combine it at once, in one swoop. Like I said, we're all gonna struggle together. Oh, okay, there it is. That's why I said reading your instructions is important, but sometimes it be a little bit vague, just a wee bit, just a teensy minky. So I got this upside down. I think. Yeah. Okay. Boom. And then we need. I think I'm missing another part. Yeah, I'm definitely not missing a part. Oh wait, no. Okay, here it is. See why I say it's better to organize your parts so you know what the heck is going on. All right, so I guess this one is gonna go on like this. Oh, no, it's not. It's not gonna go on like that. So you gotta put it on upside down. Now, is it with the pin out? Okay, yeah. Like I said, follow this ish to the T, man. It'll make your life a lot easier. I got a habit of jumping up ahead when I don't need to. I am not a good example. And also, to be real, it is easier to put the stickers on as you go along, but we're making a YouTube video. We don't have time for those things. Okay, boom. And boom. Oh, something's not right. Alright. Boom. 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 So far, so good. Our Gundam's coming along quite nicely. Alright. We got those. That's more sticker instructions. So now we're gonna build the leg portions. Alright, we're gonna take no we're not. We're not gonna do none of those things that I thought. Okay, boom. And then let me make sure I got it on the right part, brody. Cause yeah. Gundam. Anyway, comment below your favorite Gundam season, etc. I wanna know things about you all. Like, why do you like Gundam? What's your favorite Gundam? What's your favorite Gundam series? Who's your favorite pilot? As I struggle, don't ever do that. What I just did, the biting, I wouldn't recommend it personally. I'm a little ratchet. I might change my name to Ratchet Hobbyist, but like, yeah. So I do things a little. Don't ever do that. Don't. I don't want to. I don't want to instill any bad habits. I don't, cause y'all gonna blame me and I'll argue back. All right. So we're going with this. Make sure it's on the right, and then push it all the way up through down to this part. Okay, that should be an arm. Okay, yeah, yeah. All right, let's put our arm together here. See, you see how fun and relaxing and unproblematic this all is. Like building Gundams brings peace. It brings tranquility. It's about torture. It's about pain. It's about building. Shout outs to Rodman or whoever I stole that joke from. All right, so we're gonna put one of our ball joints on. Boom. Now imagine on a bigger model, a lot of these parts will be a lot bigger. Some are more intricate. Like I said, depends on the type of grade model you get. But some parts, well, majority of the parts on the bigger ones are way bigger than this. Like way bigger. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's the snow sliding off the roof of my home. Oops, I accidentally moved my thingamajigger. Oh. I guess y'all can see me a little bit, or my funky dreads. The dreads are funk. Let's go right about here. All right, I think that's good.
Yep, yep, yep.
Okay, so we got the arms, we got the torso. Oh, we forgot the fist. Make sure you, like I said, really pay attention that you're putting things on the right spot. Because I got a dirty habit of putting arms on the wrong parts and had to backtrack. And that is very annoying to do sometimes. Boom. Alrighty, so the hands are hand. Okay. Shoulder podrons. Boom. Yeah. Like I said, I'll do a better backdrop versus the white, but I think we're all good. I'm yapping up enough. Okay. All right. Shoulder podrons is on. I always gotta ask this like every 5 minutes. Am I missing a piece? Because I literally don't be knowing if I am or not. But like we said, that's how this goes. And I think the instructions was showing for two arms. They made it separate. Okay, yeah, they made it separate. Okay, that had me spooked for a minute because I thought I messed up. Now the feet part I can pretty much guess on my own how that goes, but still reference your instruction manual. Like I said, everything's white, so it's kind of hard to see. But so we got our initial pieces made, and all that's left now is the following corresponding pieces. We got the feet. Alrighty, so we're gonna do our front piece onto our skirt, our battle skirt. Boom, boom, boom. And now we're gonna combine our pieces. I don't know what that part is that they're showing on here, but it's not a part that I have. It's one of those extras, so we're not gonna worry about that. Boom. Torso. Oh wait, I'm missing something. That's arm. Boom, boom. Oh, I got my feet upside down. Okay, see what I mean? I have my feet upside down. You don't want to jump too far ahead because, like I said, you'll do stuff. But also, that's something that'll be useful to you when you do gunpla, like your customizations and stuff. So keep little stuff like that in mind. Like you can build them type of ways, but start off with the instructed intended way first, so you can have a base idea, like I said, of building them. Because I still just jump ahead and stuff. Alrighty. And make sure everything's fit on there good. And now, yeah, seeing it's a lot smaller than I thought it was. They got bigger SD Gundams, but see, boom, coming together quite nicely. Now combine the arms. Now this is where it gets a little funky. Just a wee bit funky now. Just a little funk. Oop. It don't matter. I gotta go back and pull this out some more. See what I'm saying? I didn't have that part in all the way like I should have. And I don't think I had it facing the right way anyway. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, I knew something was wrong. See what I mean? You gotta read them instrucciones. There we go. Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. I think this is the way it's supposed to go. Okay, yeah, I had parts in the wrong area. You see what I mean? This is all a part of it. And don't bite your pieces too much because it could bite you in the A. Alrighty, so we had to make a correction, but I think we got it. I just got to get this part to stick on there. That's going to be kind of hard. And I think they're both the same kind of. Yep, they are. So this is 100% a go on and fit it part. So I think I'm supposed to have it fit right into that peg right there. All right, there we go. Let's hurry up and put this back on if I ruin it even more. There we go. All right. Boom. Oops. My leg came off. Be careful with your pieces. Like I said, they still kind of delicate. All right. I didn't put the other shoulder potrin on. Shoulder potrin. I like saying the word potrin. Boom. Yeah. Oh, the bigger models is going to be even crazier. Watch. Yeah. See, you'll have issues like that. So kind of just get everything to snap in if you can. And me, I'm just trying to be gentle. Now, with this one in particular, the pieces are a little bit loose. So you want to find that fine line between too rough and like just gentle enough. There we go. Because like I said, they're designed more for posing anyway, not like traditional hardcore playing with. So you can kind of slide. All right, so a power pack. We're rearing in, y'all, I promise. All right, so the power pack, obviously, quintessential part to the Double O Gundam from the series. So, this is not the show. Yeah, so boom. Boom. Yeah. Put it on the back. Yeah, that leg part. Now, most models, some model kits will have a quirks and stuff. Some won't. Like I said, be gentle. That arm thing is gonna be a problem. Yeah, see, look, I'm being mad ungentle, but there we go. Boom, boom. All right. So far so good. Yeah, I need to put like a something with like to cover that light up. That's fine. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I forgot the hit. Boom. Got the hit. Boom, boom, boom. Put these on the side. Boom. And then boom. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's give him his swords. His saber swords. Boom. And then we'll do the stickers for those later. Like I said, they can be turned to the side or, you know. It's Gundam. You know how this goes. See, like I said, you're going to get some models to where the pieces won't cooperate and some where it'll just be perfect. SDs, you know, like I said, you got to be gentle with your model kits in general, but typically. And boom. There it is. The SD Double O Gundam. Ah! With his legs falling and shits. I'm so tempted to do some glue, but nah. Because I want to keep them posable. Yeah, there we go. You gotta do a SD Gundam pose. Yeah. Yep. Like, remember what I said about that arm schnitt? Be very careful with it. I don't know why it keeps coming off like that. It's something I'm not doing. Like, something I'm not doing right. But let's fix that real the energy. Oop. And yeah, and quickly like that, everything falls apart. I should have just left it alone, but we're gonna fix this. Hold on. Ow! If I can get, okay, there we go. Now I got this one to do right, but I can't get this one to do right. Alright. I got that in there good. Yeah, that one's gonna be a problem popping out like that. So if I just do that, boom, pop out and show ninjas. Alright, alright. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Raise the head up. And then let's try this again this time. Make sure it's all the way on there. Oh, man, look at that. Oh. The arm. Boom. And then, oops. See, this one don't want to cooperate, bruh. It's always that one that just got to be difficult. There we go. Nope, nope. Alright, I'm going to just quit pressing really hard just so I can get everything on there. He's definitely not going to get moved, though. Maybe like a couple of poses, but yeah, bro is definitely not going to be doing a whole lot of movement. That's for sure. Like, just like this. Boom, boom. There we go. Whoop. I didn't mean to make you spread eagle, Brody. Alright. If I can get this on here. Come on. Come on, do something. And boom. There we go. Yeah. Here we go. The SD Double Gundam. Well, Double O Gundam. SD version. For those who don't know, SD stands for Super Deformed. See what I'm saying? Yeah, that's that good plastic. Yeah. That good plastic. Yep. Yep. Ah! He sucks at building models. He don't even stay upright. All that hype that I gave Bandai. Alright. Stickers, I'll post pictures on the community thing later. But that's how that goes. Alright. I can't get nothing together, y'all. So just expect this. It's just tomfoolery and shenanigans. But there it is. The Double O Gundam. The SD version. You can get it on Amazon for, it's retailed at like 10 and like shipping and handling, blah, blah, blah. $13. It's not a high grade SD model because they do have higher grade, master grade SD models. But this is a good starter one, ages 8+. And it's the EX standard one. It's got stickers, instruction manual, the figure with it. Yep. But anyway, I got more videos coming up, more models I'm going to work with. I'm going to have a better background here. Be sure to comment below, you know, your favorite Gundam. Are you going to be getting this one? Or do you have some SD Gundams? Please put some suggestions down. Any suggestions for any type of model kits? It ain't got to be just Gunpla, but like any suggestions for any Gundam, any model kits, please send them to me. I'll do a review on it. Because like I said, this channel is more for the people that's like want to get into the hobby. They see some stuff on Amazon. They kind of want to try them out. They kind of see. They see some stuff on some sites, you know, entry level like model building. Because it's a whole culture. It's a whole philosophy. This is probably like the shortest one I've ever done. Because I had a Barbados, but... Ah! Oh. Alright, brother. Chill out. Alright? That's so freaking cool, though. Yeah, that's freaking cool, man. I'm satisfied. I'm going to put the stickers on later. But be sure to comment below favorite Gundam season, anime in general, any model suggestions, all that stuff. I'm gonna put lotion on the next time. But I'll see you guys. Goodbye, and I hope you all had fun.